Africa, the world's second largest continent, is a treasure trove, home to 30% of the planet's natural resources, spanning from gold, uranium, and diamonds to vast reserves of oil and gas. Its fertile lands promise abundant agricultural potential, yet despite such wealth, it remains the poorest continent, with 40% of its population entrenched in extreme poverty. Why, with such vast resources, is Africa synonymous with poverty, hunger, corruption, and political instability? While many often point to Western exploitation and internal corruption as the primary culprits behind Africa's hardships, the narrative is more nuanced. Africa's unique geography also plays a significant role in its economic challenges. In addition, there are other underlying factors as well that have led the continent to its current state. In today's analysis, we will explore the root causes behind Africa's economic challenges. It's indisputable that Western nations have had a profound impact on the continent's trajectory. For extended periods, territories within Africa were subject to the British and French empires, which systematically capitalized on its rich natural resources. In the 19th century, Africa became a focal point for European empires, not just for its vast natural treasures, but also for the strength of its people. The continent's resilient inhabitants were forcibly extracted and transported to European nations as slaves. This was merely one act in the protracted drama of Western powers competing for dominion over Africa's rich reserves of diamonds and gold. Their insatiable greed led to the subjugation and harsh treatment of countless Africans. For those seeking to understand the profound ramifications of this era, the film Blood Diamond serves as an enlightening narrative, shedding light on the profound depths of this historical exploitation. Western powers undeniably played a significant role in Africa's current state, exploiting the continent for its rich resources. Yet, it's striking to note that while similar exploitation occurred in regions like the subcontinent and Singapore by the British Empire, those areas seem to have fared better in their post-colonial trajectory. This brings us to one of Africa's unique challenges, its geographical intricacies. A coastline is pivotal for any nation, given that about 80% of global trade occurs via sea routes. On a map, Africa seems to boast an extensive coastline, seemingly surrounded by seas on all sides. Despite its vast coastlines, Africa's geography does not favor the establishment of robust seaports, which curtails its involvement in marine trade. On the other hand, Europe, with its relatively smaller landmass, has a more intricate and operational coastline, enabling it to control nearly 40% of the world's marine commerce. Beyond the Nile, Africa doesn't have many navigable rivers that can accommodate large cargo ships, presenting a substantial logistical challenge. This limitation has always made trade within Africa particularly strenuous. Another significant blow to Africa's economic progress is maritime piracy, a persistent issue that has further hampered its trade potential. Piracy, often associated with the infamous Somali pirates, has rendered the Horn of Africa one of the most perilous marine zones for cargo and commercial ships globally. Consequently, many nations have established their military bases in Djibouti to safeguard this crucial maritime route. However, the broader Eastern Africa region lacks a strong international military presence, which allows pirates to dominate and dictate the region's marine activities. The western coast of Africa, much like its eastern counterpart, is notorious for maritime piracy. In a striking event from October 2013 near Nigeria, sea brigands assaulted an oil tanker, abducting its entire American crew and plundering the oil barrels on board. Only after their demands were met were the staff released. Such incidents are not uncommon in this region, prompting numerous countries to bypass this marine route. As a result, Africa misses out on lucrative trade opportunities. The northern regions of Africa are characterized by their arid climates and vast deserts, with the Sahara, the world's hottest desert, dominating this landscape. Predominantly inhabited by Muslims, this area stands in sharp contrast to the southern parts of the continent, which are lush with green forests, experience regular rainfall, and are rich in natural resources. Here, the majority of the population identifies as Christian. This geographical and religious demarcation has its roots in the 19th century, when the British and French empires delineated these borders. This has fostered a long-standing tension between the northern and southern parts of Africa. The British Empire, with its penchant for drawing arbitrary borders, not only disrupted the Middle East but also Africa. When establishing these boundaries, considerations for language, religion, and cultural affiliations were largely overlooked. This inattention has been a catalyst for unrest, Africa has grappled with one civil war after another over the past 6 decades. Moreover, the African continent is experiencing a significant surge in population, outpacing the efforts of various preventive and educational campaigns. Despite strides in developmental success and economic growth, they remain insufficient to match this rapid population increase. Consequently, an escalating number of Africans are succumbing to poverty. A recent UNICEF study projects that by 2050, Africa's population will reach an astounding 2 billion, doubling its current size. In the half-century since independence, while economies have grown and, in the broadest sense, governance has improved, democracy on the continent is still faltering. The lack of transparency, accountability, safety, and the rule of law, the often bloated public sectors and squeezed small businesses, patriarchy masquerading as religion and culture, high unemployment rates, and recently, jihadism destabilizing the Sahel region, all these factors are keeping Africans poor. However, amidst this turmoil, there is a beacon of hope, a country in Africa that is charting a new course for itself. Standing distinct amidst the diverse tapestry of African nations, Botswana shines as an emblem of prosperity. Having achieved its independence from British colonial rule in 1967, Botswana has navigated its way to becoming the wealthiest country in Africa today. Where much of Africa is ensnared in deep poverty, Botswana's per capita income is on par with countries like Mexico and Costa Rica. The secrets behind Botswana's success story will be explored in an upcoming discussion. For now, it's imperative for other African nations to look towards Botswana as an archetype, understanding that relying on external entities for upliftment isn't the solution. Empowerment must be self-driven. Moreover, with Russia and China's increasing engagements in Africa, the continent is experiencing transformative developments. This has poised Africa to play a significant role in the global geopolitical arena. If you like our today's video, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel and comment subscribed. I'll make sure to leave a reply to each one of my viewers. Thanks for watching this video.